Okay, so now I have brought them in front, and slowly I am taking my different colors and very intuitively I am pouring these here and there. No plan, no nothing. We'll have to see the reveal. So as you can notice now, the resin drips, they are already getting covered in our freshly poured resin. If you want, if you like, you can color code these, like just put the dark ones in one, and accordingly you can pour your pigments. But since I just wanted to make a tutorial which is very simple and easy for you guys, so I didn't want to make it like a lot of work. Look at that blue, guys. That's why I love these pigments. Okay, now with another silicone brush, what I'm going to do now is I am just trying to slowly press these drips into my resin. If you chop the resin drips, you won't have to do this because it would automatically settle down, but I'm trying to press it because otherwise the backside might look really very bumpy, and we'll have to sand that later. Now, as you can see, most of my mold looks filled in with resin, so I will just take care of these parts which don't have resin yet. I'll be posting a fast tutorial of this as well. So for those people who are already doing resin, some of these things will be very self-explanatory, but for the beginners or for those who want to see everything step by step before trying something new, I will be having this tutorial as well. So the beauty of these molds is that from the outside I can see if there are any larger bubbles or places where the air is trapped and the resin hasn't reached. Okay, looks all good now. And if we compare the amount of resin used now against the amount of resin we use otherwise when we are not using the drips, that would be almost like half. So anyways, you are using your drips and you are using less fresh resin. So what I'm going to be doing now is I will again switch on my heat gun, and I'm just trying to cover these ones. Okay, so it looks all good. Let me just switch off my heat gun. All right, so since I am touching this and you guys can only see, I can feel that the drips that are in my resin now have started to settle down, and these are going to level them up, level themselves a little bit on their own because of the temperature of resin. So I'm going to be leaving that one just like that, and once this is cured, I will come back and show what we can do with it. Now it's the turn of our second one here. So I have a little bit of my purple left. Let me just drip that here and there. So I'm scraping off all the purple pigment that is there. You can use all your mixed up glitters and stuff in this. So sometimes it happens I try to custom mix all my glitters for a project, and whatever is left over, it keeps on gathering in different bottles. So this is a great way to use all those things. Okay, so now for my green one, got enough of this green here, which I didn't use in the previous project. So let's scrape off this as well. And okay, so once I'll be done, the way how I let these resin drips cure in these cups is that I put them upside down, and that's how most of the resin would just fall down on the surface where I put them upside down. And later on I can choose if I like any of the drips from those, and also the cups become easier to clean. What I'm thinking here is I'll put some more of my resin in this one. And that is now really very light blue. Let me just try pouring some of it here. And if you want, you can also use some of your alcohol inks. Let me just grab a few of those. So as you can see, there is a lot of bubbles trapped here. I'll show you how we take care of those. But before that, let me bring my Brewery's alcohol inks and just start throwing some of these in here. So some of the greens, that's my ocean green here with a fine tip nozzle in the front, and it looks like I will need more because and now I am taking my violet and then some of my gold. Okay, so this tip I really cut for some other purposes, so I am not sure whether I'll have to put a new tip for my gold one. So here it is, and as you can see, the resin quickly starts to blend in. The spots where we saw there were some air bubbles and things like that, because alcohol inks are alcohol based, right? So what they do is they go inside the resin and bring out any air which might be sitting in. So let me just go ahead and press this part so that the liquid can flow easily. And I'm just helping my resin to go into the places where I see there is still air trapped. You know, guys, art is all about patience, and I really appreciate that thing. That not only it teaches us how to be creative, we also learn a lot of patience in life with projects like these. So what I'm going to be doing now, I'm bringing in my heat gun. Again, it's 370, same setting on which I had put it earlier. So I do not have to go ahead and change the settings every time. Now again, like we did in the previous project, I am only warming up some of my resin. And don't forget, guys, alcohol catches fire very fast, so do not put heat on top of your alcohol inks or anything which is alcohol based as soon as you put it. So I waited for a few minutes before I went ahead, and that is when I know that now it's gonna be safe. I don't want to blow up my studio anyways. So yeah, okay, now whatever is going outside, because I pressed these resin drips, I'm just trying to catch with my silicone brush. All right, so here I still see some air trapped. And it is giving me those vibes of peacock feather. Look at that. So yeah, I used all those colors. My plan was just to use more of green and blue, but then the purple and the violets and then the gold, they all came in picture, and I'm happy that we have completed this project for a while. This is just stage 1 of the project, and I'll get back tomorrow with stage 2 of this one. So stay tuned and have a great day. Bye bye.